all about impacting business owners in a positive way and also creating a nice income for doing so. So glad to have you on the huddle. Well, let's get into it, guys. We huddle up. Great stories so far. I'm already inspired. I want to go talk to some more clients. I want to network more. I want to get active in my chamber more. There was a ribbon cutting last night. I wasn't able to make it to, but I had a prior engagement, but I wanted to go to this ribbon cutting because you want to, anytime you can go to a ribbon cutting, you're celebrating a brand new business. Even if they're not eligible for funding right now, you're building a relationship and you're meeting and networking with other business owners who want to celebrate business owners. Someone goes to a ribbon cutting, it's their friends and family, but it's also other business owners in the community who know what it's like to be a business owner, and they're going out there to support. And if you're showing up to support at things like that, they'll say, hey, what can I do to support your business too? So you lead with being rooted in the right neighborly behavior, and the fruits will follow. Be a neighbor. Yesterday, I heard an ad come out on TV. Square's using it. Square Morgan. I don't know. Maybe Square followed up on you. Morgan on one of our corporate calls said, I think we all need to be neighborly. If we can just focus on being neighborly, I want to be a good neighbor. And then when I'm going in to talk to a client, I'm being a good neighbor. I'm not trying to make a commission, and the commissions will follow. Square is now running a big campaign. They just launched it. I heard it yesterday. They're running a campaign about being neighborly. So you were on to something, Morgan. Obviously, now it's hard to be neighborly when you're Square, when you're located on the other side of the world. They're basically saying shop with your neighbor, shop at your neighbor's location rather than the big corporations. So, hey, we agree with them that let's be neighborly, but let's fund neighborly too. Let's fund locally. Be the local dominating networking person in your group. But let's get into it. This is the huddle. You're all here because you're part of the family. We are one family. We're on a mission. We're creating an army of business funding pros, of advisors who want to help business owners. You know, Rocket Mortgage, the largest retail mortgage company in the world, is in my backyard. United Wholesale Mortgage, the largest wholesale mortgage company in the world, is in my backyard. Both of those companies started within 20 miles of where I live, and don't think that, and they were started by individuals. They're not special people. They did a special thing, and it kept going and going and going and going and going and improving and going and improving. And now they're the world's largest. Both of them, individuals started it. They didn't have the same pay plan opportunity we have. They didn't have the same dominance in the marketplace, monopolizing market. There's millions of mortgage companies. There's only about 100 funding companies. We represent the top 20. We're not competing with them. We're helping them. They love us. They give us great offers. You're about to hear about a story from one right now of one of my personal clients from one of the hardest companies to get approved at, On Deck Lending, just gave an amazing product to one of my customers because of our relationship, because of Wade's relationship with them, because of the relationship with the client. You're going to hear about that. We've got something no one else has right now. We've got a head start. Others may be in funding, but as we huddle up, you guys have something. This funding platform, these relationships, this 10-year history, the integrity by which we operate. We tell our clients, hey, just so you know, another lender found something in the background on that person. We're going to tell you now about it so that as you give this funding, we're full disclosure. You know about it. They could be wrong, but this is what they said they found. And we communicate those type things. If we get an offer and someone else said, hey, we got to decline them because they defaulted in the past, we say, hey, by the way, we did notice a default, or Joe Blow lender noticed a default. Maybe they're mistaken, but just wanted you to know. And they may say, hey, we saw that too. We looked into, we see something different there. So we're good with it. But they love us for that reason. If we have a clawback, even if we can't get it back from the broker, we pay it back. Our partnerships, you get to benefit from, as do I. I've got a funding. One of my first funding stories we're going to go into today is one of my personal clients who's had a line of credit and has gotten lines of credit and gotten funds since 2019. And I shared on a call last week that I have not followed up with them enough. But fortunately, the Bank Breezy team had followed up with them and got the renewal activated. And we got them a funding offer, and they didn't want the funding. They just wanted to increase line of credit because they've had a line of credit and they've maxed that out. They've maxed it out. They can't take more money because you can only take as you pay it off. It's like a credit card. They've already maxed it out. And they wanted to increase it. On Deck, so we can't increase it, but we'll give you more. We'll give you money. And they gave them money at a rate that's unbelievable. There's no other lender out there who'd give them money while they've got a maxed out line of credit. But they did because of the relationship, because of the payment history. I had nothing to do with it as the broker, nothing to do with it. Yet it was $120,000 funding. right? So it's a nice commission coming my way. It's a nice commission coming to DAC. But more importantly, it's business revenue for that business who can't make it without that money. They're not getting paid from the insurance companies. That's why their line of credit's tapped. They tap it, they pay employees, they get paid from the insurance companies, they pay the line of credit down. But sometimes they've got a lot of money owed to them. Otherwise, their line of credit wouldn't be so maxed. So we're able to get them, and we got them a 15-month term at a price that's better than, it's a core rate deal, 100% prepayment discount, and they've got it at an effective rate of 1.24. Unbelievable, while maxed out on a line of credit. That's just tremendous. And because of our relationship, we were able to get them on some phone calls, have some discussions, rather than it just being a numbers game. The numbers say this, you're declined. That's not the way it is. We have another offer today that came out. Wade, we were on our corporate call when this one came in today. And this is only an offer. The other one's a funding. The one I just mentioned was a funding already. My client has already funded. But this one that I'm going to talk about is an offer that just came in. It's a Bill Johnson's the broker. Congrats, Bill. It's a designer and remodeling company out of California. They got a $126,000 offer, but they had gotten some other offers real low. And Wade just had a feeling. So it took an extra day to give this offer. It's usually, he says, I just had a feeling they're going to get a better offer. So I had to make a decision. Present the offer. We already had 3 offers. Present the best offer we have, or wait till we hear back from this final lender that I think is going to give a better offer. That's called unconscious competence. You just know something. You just feel something. Professional athletes get it. They just muscle memory. They throw the ball the right way, and they pass that ball 60 yards and it hits the guy right in stride, right? It's muscle memory. It's unconscious competence. You don't even know how competent you are anymore. It's instinct. And we talked about this on a pro tip a while back. It doesn't start that way, but eventually you get there. And he just wanted to wait. And it's a good thing he did, because this offer was light years above all the others. So Bill, congrats. That offer just went out to your client today. Hasn't been accepted yet to my knowledge. But they needed funds for remodeling project materials. And we got them a core rate offer, 15-month offer, effective rate of 1.3. So with 100% prepayment discount. So if they pay it off in a month, they don't pay 1.3, they pay 1 point nothing, right? They pay the fees to take the offer and pay it off after 5 days. They only pay for interest for 5 days. Pretty darn cool. Yet you get your commission. You get paid. It's a reduced pay. And then if they don't pay it off, you get a bonus, right? That's part of our 100% prepayment discount. You learned about that on the certification training, I'm sure. Okay. Then let's give you another one, a fitness center out of California. Morgan, you talked to fitness center. This one got a line of credit. Lori Grider, sorry if I got your name wrong, Lori. There's 2 things I want to talk about in this story. Number one, they had gotten an offer and they were stagnating on the replies. We were reaching out, couldn't get a reply. Wade talks to the broker and says, hey, this client's not replying. We got a good offer for him. Lori gets involved, reaches out to the client, is able to engage with them to bring them around to conversations again, follow through just like Deborah did, right? The other day with someone who said no, and she reached out and said, hey, do you know we got the best offer guarantee? And 3 days later, they took the funding. If you've got no response, or they're not accepting the offer, or find out why. Why'd you say no, or why are you not responding? And Lori helped out, got him on the phone with Wade, and $104,000 line of credit. They've accepted it. And they're going to have, a great program there they can use to build their fitness center. All right. Fuel it with capital and only pay for what you take, and only pay for it for the amount of time you have it. It's pretty spectacular. So those are 3 new stories that we have for you. All of them talk about the diligence of you as the broker planting seeds, the Bank Breezy team and their follow-up expertise, and their professionalism, and their relationships with their providers. You've got a great team here. We're all one dream, one team, one team, one dream. Either way you want to look at it, we're here to help. So today's pro tip is ripple effect. I know we did 5 minutes of huddle extra long. So I started at 11:35. So I'm going to finish up pretty quick here. Ripple effect is our responsibility. That's the pro tip today. So what do I mean by that? Most people focus on the funding They don't focus on the ripple effect. They focus on the rock, boom, one time commission. They don't focus on the ripple that rock makes, right? So, renewals. When you check in with your clients regularly, you can create a ripple effect because they'll get additional fundings, but also they have additional referrals for you. So, when you get a funding, you want to regularly follow up for renewals or even a decline, even a they didn't take it. You regularly follow up for renewals because maybe they're eligible now. Maybe they want more money now. Maybe they can get approved now. Maybe they get an offer they like now. They're not done. Businesses evolve. People change. Businesses change. So maybe they're declined today, but they'll get approved in 4 months, right? Or got declined a year ago, but they're eligible now. So follow up that can create that ripple effect, but also referrals create a ripple. Every one new client should refer you 2 or 3 people. If you ask any other business owners that are active that I could call and let them know you referred me, I won't tell them about your funding. If you don't want to, if you don't mind me telling them that we able to help you, I'll tell them, but I won't share that if you don't want me to. Make sure you say that because some people don't want to give you referrals. If you're going to share, they just borrowed money. They don't want to be known as someone who had to borrow money. Some people, it's their pride, whatever. It's just privacy. So make sure you say, I won't share that, we gave you funding if you don't want me to. We'll keep that private. But I want to help businesses. My whole passion is to help business owners, and a referral can really help me make a better impact. You ask for that. It's really simple. The pros don't stop at the first splash. They build momentum by staying in touch with the clients and create a ripple effect. So here's the challenge. Follow up with some people today. At least 3 clients or prospects. Follow up today and ask. It's a simple check-in, a simple reminder, simple renewal conversation, a simple any ideas for growth that we could help you fund. How's business going? What's one thing you could do to drive your profits? What's one thing you can do to have the average bill in your restaurant go up? What's one thing you could do to have a client return with a friend? What's one thing you could do to create a renewal with your business, whatever type business they have? Ask them things like that. Just like we asked you, what's one thing you can do to increase your prospecting? What's one thing you could do to increase your profitability as a restaurant? I know, raise your prices 10%. You'll raise your profit by about 200%. Most businesses are only making 5%. So you raise your prices by 10, you just tripled your profit. You went from $5,000 monthly profit to 15 just by raising your prices 10%. And that's a great suggestion to some restaurant owners who are struggling. It's one thing to get you capital. It's another thing to get you profitability. So what's one thing we can do to increase your profitability? What's one thing? Those are advisor type questions that the consultancy type questions. So to create a ripple, you got a reason to reach out, a reason to check in, and a reason to ask for referrals. And it's okay to say, I'm really looking for your support to help make an impact in this community. I'm looking for your support. That's what I would say. I'm looking for your support to make an impact in this community. Who do you know that I may not know that I might be able to reach out and offer an introduction to our services? It's really simple. So challenge, follow up with at least 3 clients or prospects today, whether it's a simple check-in, renewal conversation, or referral ask, or all 3. Make those ripples happen. They don't just happen. Every time a rock hits, it can become a ripple effect, but it's not guaranteed to be because this isn't water. These are people and human lives, and it's effort.